This is the all-new 2027 Ram TRX SRT, now with more features and power than ever before. This all-new 2027 Ram TRX SRT marks not only the return of the TRX after a 2-year break, it also is the return of the SRT Performance Division, which is back after a 20-year, I don't know, is it a break? Is it a vacation? Anyway, they're back. We, of course, are going to drive the wheels off this thing, but first, let's check out all of the features. Powered by a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, the new TRX produces a peak 777 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque. That is more horsepower than the previous TRX, the Ford F-150 Raptor R, and yeah, it's even way more power than the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. Officially, the numbers are 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds with a top speed of 118 miles per hour in a full-size truck. The TRX comes loaded from the factory with luxury appointments and advanced tech. The seats are heated, ventilated, wrapped in leather, and even feature massage. A 14.5-inch touchscreen dominates the center dash for control over maps, music, and devices. Sound is produced by 19 speakers, and when you're not listening to the soundtrack from the stereo, you can enjoy the soundtrack from the supercharged V8. It might be brash, it might be loud, but even safety has been improved in this new TRX. In addition to the standard safety stuff like surround view camera system, parking sensors, blind spot ID, and collision mitigation, the TRX now features a hands-free driving assist as a standard feature. To soak up rough roads at speed, it has a second-generation Bilstein Blackhawk E2 adaptive shock system with 14 inches of travel. It comes standard with 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in Goodyear Territory all-terrain tires in a 325/65 R18 fitment. Active terrain management lets you configure the truck to the terrain at hand. Naturally, it also comes standard with recovery points, underbody protection, and all the stuff you need to get where you want to go. Price starts at $102,590 US, including destination. Yes, it is a lot of money, but you got to admit, this is kind of a special truck.
In terms of payload, the max capacity is 1,220 pounds. The bed is lined and it has both tie-down loops and lighting. If you are planning to tow, all the major connections are here. When properly equipped, you can pull up to 8,100 pounds.
In the second row, we get plenty of room for crew. We can seat 3 back here, or flip up the seats if you need cargo. We also have a little separator here. You can flip that down if you have larger objects, or flip it back up to have little cubbies. Oh yeah, second row, deluxe accommodations. We got nice little hooks here to hang things. Tons of room for my legs. I am 6'1", legs torso proportionate. Down here we get an AC power socket. That's a 400-watt unit. We get outboard heating and cooling on the seats. And then right here we have a fold-down armrest with cup holders and a bin. Ooh, nice sturdy hand pull there. This is what you would expect in a high-end Ram truck. We got the leather-wrapped steering wheel. We have metal paddle shifters. They still have their little stereo controls back here, which is nice. Leather-wrapped dash with contrast stitching, carbon fiber inlays, and yes, that is real carbon fiber. And then, of course, we have the star of the show, the 14.5-inch vertical display, which it does actually bury quite a few of the features. If you want aircon, you do get physical buttons on the side. However, most features are buried down here. If you want to change your airflow pattern, you have to go comfort and then pick your pattern. Interesting to note, you cannot do defrost and mid-flow at the same time. If you're doing defrost, foot is your only other option. This infotainment also, of course, has navigation. You have off-road pages, kind of all the stuff that you would expect in an off-road Apex Predator truck, as they like to call this. Over here, we get a large digital gauge cluster. It has all the functionality you would want. When you pick different drive modes, down here, it toggles between the different modes, which is kind of nice, or you can hit the drive mode button here and then customize in the center display. We have a lot of integration. We got a lot of options. I think anybody who likes to fine-tune their truck will have a lot of fun with this. Down below that little controller, we also, of course, have axle lock for the rear locker, four-wheel drive low, high, and auto. So yes, you can actually drive this around in four-wheel drive all the time, even on pavement if you're in the auto setting. few more features here. We have a launch control button. Yes, we will play with that in a little bit. And what else? Man, so many features in this thing. We have phone charger for mobile device down there. We have a massive bin. And then we have a really nice stick here that's leather wrapped to control the transmission. And I can pop it over there for manual switching if I don't want to use paddle shifters. These seats are very nicely tailored. They kind of keep me in place, which is good for when we get on the slippy stuff. They're heated, they're cooled, and yes, they even have massage. Yeah, overall, this is just a really nice place to hang out. It's got lots of features. As we've reviewed in other top spec Rams, it's really like one of the best interiors in class in terms of touch and feel. Whether or not it works for you, well, that depends on what you're looking for in a truck. If you're looking for something cool, fancy, this definitely delivers in that aspect. But does it deliver in the performance driving aspect? Well, now we're going to hit the street for a little daily driving, and then we're going to bring it back here to the Red Bud racetrack, where we're going to try some dirt at speed. So this is the 2027 RAM TRX, or more officially, the RAM 1500 TRX SRT. And it's that last SRT that is critically important, because SRT is the performance division of what was Dodge and is now part of RAM. Those are the maniacs that make things go faster than they probably should. And that, I think, is a great description of this TRX. This is a full-size truck. This has 777 horsepower. What? More than even the previous generation TRX. It's kind of bonkers, actually. Like, what are you gonna do with all of that power? Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna laugh at your neighbor who has less power. And of course, this isn't just a truck that goes fast, it's also really comfortable. I mean, they did not spare any expense on this interior. We got massage seats with lots of options, and not just on the driver's side, it's on the passenger side too. So, you know, you're not gonna get a scowl from your significant other as you're driving in this big truck. You'll be like, yeah, hon, it's 777 horsepower. Oh, and it has massage seats just for you. Love you, babe. Now, of course, as I'm filming this, gas prices are a little out of kilter. And yes, this does take premium fuel, which you will be paying a lot at the pump, because I'm doing nothing here and I'm getting 10 miles to the gallon. It is not an economy truck. They have not made any miracles as far as economy goes. But the miracles they have made are in power and how you put that power down. So we're out here in the country, it's comfortable. Let's try the adaptive cruise control. Now this does have an auto, like self-driving hands-free mode, but that only works on geo-fenced highways, of which we clearly are not on right now. But just be aware that this does have that hands-free system. But let's try out this standard adaptive cruise. Let's see how well this does. So it's obviously a very curvy road. It's picking up the lanes for me, and I'm right behind this Mazda. I've set my speed a little bit higher, but obviously it's mirroring it based on the radar inputs. Let's see how well it steers around this tight corner all by itself. Well, actually, I mean, that's actually really good. It's telling me to put my hands back on the wheel because this isn't a geo-fenced highway. It does really good. So yeah, this has not only all the comforts you would expect here in 2026 as a 2027 model, it also has all the advanced safety tech too, which is great. So we're out here in Lower Michigan State. Of course, Ram flew us out here for a first look at this new 2027 TRX. Obviously, we will ask for one of these back in the coming months so we can test it at our own off-road proving grounds. Let's floor it. Wow, this thing's awesome. Okay, let's try a launch control. So I'm gonna just stop here, I'm hitting launch. It gives me a little how-to in the main screen. It says launch control enabled. Gonna hold down the brake, gonna hold down the gas, and then release the brake. Go. Oh, and we're well past 60. This thing, it's fast. It's so fast. Here's the thing about modern super trucks, and that just doesn't go for the TRX. It's also true for the Raptor R. These things are very comfortable and they're very easy to drive. You don't have to floor it wherever you go. Historically, if you build a ridiculously fast truck, it's typically only good at doing one thing, going fast. However, this TRX is pretty much good at everything. But before we crown this as the king of the super trucks, we have one more test to do. We need to take this to a dirt track. See how it handles. Maybe jump it too. Why not? Okay, so I finally get to drive this on a closed course. I have other members of the press watching me and they have high expectations, they so tell me. However, the idea here isn't to drive fast, it's not to break any records. The idea here is to A, have fun, but more important, feel the truck. See what the truck is doing. So before we hit the course, let's talk about some of the aspects of this vehicle. It does have, of course, very fancy suspension, and that suspension does a lot of the heavy lifting for the driver. For example, when you go into a corner, as normally you would kind of get a little dive on the outside wheel. This case, it's going to actually try to firm up that shock to kind of keep the vehicle leveled out. It's also going to shift power around depending on, where I need the power to go, up to 75% to the back when I'm in four-wheel drive auto, which is the default mode in Baja, correct?
Yes.
Just so you're curious, I got the big guy sitting next to me. No pressure at all. Okay, let's do it. Oh yeah, so I have like no wheel time behind this truck. It is all first time out here. Let's hit these with a little angle. Okay, got a little straight there. Okay, add a little throttle into this decreasing radius. Oh, 45 here, you say, right?
Yeah, 40, not
42. A little slower, could do a little better. A little silent. Oh, love the suspension in this. Like, it smooths out all of the tricky stuff. Okay, this thing. Woohoo! To the jump.
slow down a little bit.
Yep.
And then you
Wide open throttle, how fast can we get? We're at 52, 53. Jump! Oh, smooth.
keep it wide open all the way
That
there.
was my first time. Give me a break. He's telling me to go faster, but you know what? I am having a heck of a time. Even when you're hitting at slight angle, the suspension really does the work to kind of smooth it out for you. Now, I'm not saying go full Colin McRae, clearly. Up to 41. There we go. Nice. Yeah, so overall, I mean, if you're looking for a sport truck to have fun with on the weekends, you're obviously not going to have a closed course to do stuff like this. But if you have open range, desert, something like that, the TRX is a hell of a lot of fun. For Driving Sports TV, I'm Ryan Douthit. Thanks for watching.